Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Sandhya. Welcome to my first episode of Chit Chat with Chari. I know you're probably like, what kind of name is that? But you know, let's roll with it because it was either going to be that or like Chai with Chari, and then people would attack me and be like, you're stealing coffee with Karan. I just want this to be like an open space where I can share my experiences and thoughts about certain things. I wouldn't really say it's like advice or like tips or anything, but like maybe a few of you guys can relate to my experience, and it's just for us to connect. Yeah, I realized that I haven't formally introduced myself, but I'll go ahead and do that. Some of you might have been following my other YouTube channel, which is my music channel. I sing, and it's Sandhya Chari, just Sandhya Chari, which is my full name. So I'll put the link in the description box, and please subscribe. It would mean a lot. I decided to create another YouTube channel just so I can share all the behind the scenes and all of that sort of stuff. So yeah, I will be making a lot of summer content, vlogs, sit down videos. But a little bit about myself. I'm 23 years old. I graduated last year from Case Western Reserve University, and I work at a consulting firm as a product owner. I am from California. I am Tamil American, Indian American, Tamil Indian American. I feel like there's nothing even interesting about me. So this is the first episode of Chit Chat with Chari, and I want to make this kind of like a series just because I do love to talk. I can basically go on and on and on, and I guess that's why I'm in consulting. I just hope that y'all will support me on this journey, and it would really mean a lot if you could please subscribe. I know I have like 20 something people. Other than that, I love to sing. I do photo shoots. I model like rarely, occasionally. I wouldn't say like I'm a I wouldn't even call myself a model. I just love collaborating with brands and things like that. I asked on my Instagram. A few of my followers responded and gave me some topics to talk about. Let's go ahead and look at it. A common question that I always get is, how did you start singing? How did I get the confidence to start doing like cover songs and putting myself out there and making my YouTube channel in general? It was definitely a bumpy ride, and obviously I'm just like any other human being. I think we always feel very nervous to put ourselves out there just because we're so worried about what other people are gonna think. And started singing from I think the age of like 7, I guess 7 or 8. I think I only started really becoming good at singing and started even building an interest when I was like 11 or 12, which I think is like 5th or 6th grade. I really wish I had someone here to talk to so I can take like little breaks. I don't know how people, I think I need to do some cardio. I've just been like sitting at home not doing anything. I think touching on the point of how did I get the confidence to start doing cover songs, I faced so much rejection, and I think even in like high school no one really knew that I sang. It was only in sophomore year where I was like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna put myself on stage. I sang for homecoming, and that was the first time I had ever like publicly sang in my school. Before that, no one even knew I sang or anything. I was so nervous. And you know, I had like a few like singer friends, and they would never include me in any of their performances, so I always felt like I wasn't good enough, or I was like, oh, like why aren't they including me, like blah 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 blah, right? I don't know what was going on in like 13-year-old 14-year-old Sandhya's mind, but I was like, you know, I love singing and I think I'm good at it. I feel like God has given you that talent to share it with everybody, you know? I was definitely like a very like quiet and very like innocent a very innocent child, and I was just so scared of putting myself out there because I was scared of what other people are gonna think. In high school, it was just like I didn't want to tell anybody that I sang. It was like, you know, that big of a deal for me. And then I don't know, just sophomore year I was like, you know what, I am going to do a main singing performance for homecoming. I sang on stage in front of like, I want to say it's like around 1,000 something kids. So I sang in front of like a huge crowd, I had done like Carnatic performances and stuff, but it would just be like within those like Indian groups and whatnot, but like no one in my school or like any of my other friends kind of knew that I sang. So this was my first time really like putting myself out there. After that, I think people were like, wow, you sing so well, like great job. And I just kind of felt really happy, you know. It's just that feeling of satisfaction that, okay, like we're doing something right, like people actually thought you sang well. That's how it kind of went about. And then I was kind of really confident about singing in general. Like I did a lot of Carnatic performances. I would sing I was in part of like choir and things like that in high school, and I would sing for like main events and things like that. I did like a bunch of showcases and performances and talent shows and things like that. I was just putting myself out there 100%, which was new to me. And then college. So this is where it kind of gets a little emotional. I had always wanted to be a part of an a cappella team, and I tried out for like the Indian fusion a cappella team at my university, got rejected, and then I tried again, and then I auditioned the next year, did not get in, auditioned the semester after that, did not get in. So basically I kept auditioning for this a cappella team again and again and again. Every time, you know, there was a new audition thing coming up, I would go ahead and audition, but I would just get rejected. They would tell me I have too much of a bass voice, or they would be like, yeah, you have too much of a Carnatic touch or whatever. And I was just like, come on, like, you know, I know my worth. And at the end of the day, I realized it was all kind of like politics within these brown groups, and I think that's how it works. Dance teams and singing teams and whatnot. And then one of my best friends, she was like, Sandhya, have you auditioned for any of the other a cappella teams in your school? Like, she was part of an all-girls a cappella team at her university, and she had the time of her life. She motivated me to try for other teams. She was like, don't be so narrow-minded, like this. And I want to thank her in this video, if she's even watching it, Salbernica Salbs. You really motivated me to try something new that was I was very nervous about. It was definitely out of my comfort zone, and I was definitely closed-minded, and I was like, okay, you know what, I only want to like audition for this specific a cappella team. I was so demotivated when I didn't get in. I was so demotivated. I was like, how can these people tell me that I don't know how to sing when, you know, singing is like my passion, it's like everything that I love, and I know I'm good at it. Like, I'm not gonna allow these people to label me, these bunch of kids to label me and tell me that I cannot sing. Like, literally, that's how it was. And you know, I kept trying with grit, and then I realized that, you know what, it's fine, maybe this wasn't meant to be. You know, I thought something was meant for me, and I kept going at it, but I think somehow or somewhere I got a sign for the better telling me, okay, keep your doors open and try other avenues. And I'm telling you today, if I did end up, you know, going through the a cappella team for 4 years, I don't think I would have even been making Instagram covers or singing covers. But because I did not, I started putting myself out there. I joined an all-girls a cappella team, had the time of my life, met some amazing girls, and then I started, you know, creating my own music. I created my YouTube channel, I made my first music video, I started posting mini covers and things like that, and people from school would be like, oh my god, I saw your cover, I really like that. And it was just a really nice feeling that I am doing this all on my own, you know. There were so many groups that were doing it all together in my university, but I was only one who was really posting consistent music content just by myself. Very, very thankful for that. So that's what I always think. I think all these failures kind of set me up to kind of find my own path and to kind of go on my own without any support. You know, I started posting covers, and then my first music video actually got retweeted by Yuvan Shankar Raja and Harish Kalyan. It was amazing because this was when I was a junior in college. I was like, you know what, I don't need anyone's, like, you know, acceptance or reassurance to tell me I can sing when I got all these people retweeting me, bro. So I knew I was doing something right. And not to sound cocky, but this was like a big lesson for me, that just do your own thing. Yeah, that's how I basically got the confidence to start doing cover songs. That was such a long answer. Another question that I keep getting is like, how did I like get into like modeling and doing photo shoots and stuff? I just want to like have a disclaimer. I am not a model, and I definitely don't model and work for brands or get sponsored by brands as much as other influencers do. Anyways, how to get into modeling. Again, like, big disclaimer, I'm not like a model. In fact, there's a lot in the modeling field that I've seen in the specific area here myself that I'm not too happy with, and I'm hoping that I can change. It's really been an eye-opener for me to see exactly how this whole modeling and having like a brand in the US actually is, like an Indo-South Asian brand in the US is, and having your own business. There's really no like set in stone way. I think I just always liked taking pictures. I kind of just saw this post online on this group saying, oh, I'm looking for like models for to, you know, model for my brand. And I didn't have any second thought. I was like, what do I have to lose? Like, literally nothing. Most of like the collaborations that I do are free for now. I've done like a few like paid ones, but like not that many because I'm not that big of that big shot yet. I don't know if this is like the right way, but I kind of just sort of like pitched myself to a bunch of people. The main thing is to just have like a portfolio for yourself. So I did have like a few like nice pictures, and I had a few photographer friends like in college and who would just like, you know, who were trying to build their own profile. So I think it's like important to find the right people to take your pictures and things like that. So I would work with students like myself, and they would just kind of, it would just be like a free collaboration type of thing, and so I would get free pictures out of it and they would be able to use it for their you know, college portfolio or whatever. Really happy to see how this creative space works and how it is to kind of grow your own business, and I got really nice pictures out of it. So it was it made me content, you know. The money wasn't like a huge aspect. So that's kind of like how I did it. And then after I kind of reached out to a few brands, then a few brands started reaching out to me and were like, oh hey, like we saw this photo shoot that you did with like this brand, would you want to like work with us? So that's how it kind of goes about. So someone asked me about modeling in India. I haven't modeled in India. I haven't been sponsored by any brands. I did do photo shoots in India and I worked with like pretty renowned like photographers and things like that, but they're my friends and it was just kind of like for fun. So like I did like this bike shoot, which my mom wasn't too happy about, but I like modeled using a Royal Enfield bike, and it was in the middle of the streets in public. It was like on a main road type of thing, and I think it's important to get the right connections. I haven't personally worked with anybody who's been like very uncomfortable or weird or anything. I think there's often like sort of preconceived notion that, oh, people from India are like creeps or whatever. No, it's not like that. I think there's people that you need to be careful of anywhere you go. Friends are amazing, super genuine, and they're actually connections that I made by myself. Like it's no like relatives or any of that sort. It was just like friends of friends of friends of friends type of thing. But I feel like kind of like off the ground you kind of have like a feeling of how they're gonna be, right? So I feel like I'm pretty good at judging people, so it was just kind of like that. I haven't really worked with anyone that has made me feel uncomfortable. But yeah, maybe if I had worked with like a huge production team or whatever, maybe like I could have encountered like someone that was a little weird, but that hasn't happened yet. If it does, I'll keep you posted. But in general, like if you want to like end up doing modeling as like a side thing or even like as a main thing, I think just it really takes you reaching out to a lot of people and going through so many rejections. Like I have messaged probably 100 brands so far. I've gotten so many rejections. Like I honestly, I don't know why. Maybe because I'm dusky toned, maybe because I'm South Indian, maybe because my profile is not mainly a modeling profile. Like I sing, I do like a lot of other things, which I'm fine with. I don't want to be like model Sandhya. I want to be singer Sandhya who loves to dress up, who likes to like model occasionally. Like that's the type I've always been, but my main thing is music. So I realized that, okay, even though I'm going to be posting all this other content that's not like portraying myself as a model, I might lose some opportunities. I was totally okay with it. Thoughts on marriage. Okay, so my thoughts on marriage, honestly, like after I graduated, I think there's like a timeline for Indian families, and they're just like, oh, okay, so you got a job, you graduated college, now next thing is marriage. Like whether they're taking it seriously or not, that's the only thing that they have as a topic of discussion with me. Like, when are you getting married? Like, do you like someone? Have you found someone? Like, blah 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 blah. It's like chill. It's like chill. Like, I don't even know what I want to do with my life. Like, as soon as I started working, this goddamn pandemic started. Like, I literally have not been able to live an independent lifestyle. I don't know how it feels to be I know what it feels to be financially independent, but I don't know how it feels like to spend and to like invest and like do things like when you are financially independent. Like I've just been kind of closeted in my house. Like it's literally like Big Boss, except like just my dad, mom, my sister and I. My sister's gone too, so now it's just 3 of us, and we're mostly just like talking to the walls, you know. But I feel like even Big Boss would be more interesting. Like, no offense, but like I realized I really miss my sister because she was like keeping me super occupied and entertained when she was here. But now that she's gone, it's kind of like a little boring. But I feel like now that she's gone, like people are talking about it even more to me. Like, oh my god, like when are you gonna get married? Like blah blah blah. It's mostly my party, and கொஞ்சம் வருஷம் தான் இருக்கு அதுக்குள்ள உனக்கு கல்யாணம் பண்ணி நான் பார்க்கணும். And I'm like, bruh, party, like seriously, calm down. Yeah, I love you, party, but I need some more time. I'm not really thinking about it. Like I have so many things that I want to do in my life before I need to first learn to take care of myself before I can learn to take care of someone else, or even like share my life with someone else. So I'm not in that position. I just don't want that topic. And I understand, like, you know, our parents kind of grew up with this thing like, oh, there's a time and place for everything, like this needs to happen like accordingly. But I feel like that's because they grew up in that time where it was done like that, and maybe the circumstances were like that. But I think it's more flexible now. We're definitely more privileged, and I think nothing is gonna hurt. Like, I am only 23 and she's like, illa nee ipo 23, அடுத்த வருஷம் நீ 24, அதுக்கப்புறம் 25, அப்புறம் நீ கேள்வி ஆயிடுவ. I'm like, bruh, yes, last year I was 22, now I'm 23, I'm gonna be 24, and then 25, and then 26. I'm gonna only get older, but like, you know, what can I do? What can I do? Let's talk about currently I'm 23. I have only been working for 10 months. In the 10 months left, I've just been saving my money. I haven't been able to travel. I don't even buy any. I literally have not done anything, like, you know, so it doesn't even feel like I've been independent. And I just want to, like, you know, go somewhere and do something. Anyways, I'm like running out of breath. I feel like I talked way too much. It might have gotten a little boring. I hope I didn't get too senti and bore you guys down and all of that. But I think when talking about like music and my journey and getting here, I definitely like had to dive into kind of like the backstory of how it all happened. And even I wasn't even really thinking about even sharing all of this, and it really feels weird to me that I'm like sharing all these experiences and thoughts in my head that I've kept for so many years. But it was nice to just like let it out. I feel like I'm talking to myself. Hi to like the 2 people that are going to be watching this. Anyways, please do comment down below, give this video a like, and stay tuned for more content, more vlogs, more summer content, more chit chat with Chari sessions. And I'm gonna like sign off before I have any more second guesses about this video. Anyways, have an awesome day, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.